Okay, so this video should be about right. This is getting better. That's it. It's not complicated. It just takes effort over time and dedication. You know, you gotta just use that. Use your willpower. That's what magic's all about. Right? 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 So, a new technique, right? The jumper cut, right? So, how I've been doing it is like this. And I'll give you both angles. With my lead uppercut, I've been dipping, like I've been basically like how you slip, but I've been slipping and coming up with it, which is cool and all, but you got to see, like, it leaves me exposed. You know, I'm dipping down, even if I have this guard up right here, like I'm dipping into it and I'm exposed. You know, I'm exposed for too long. You know, this whole area right here, and a lot of times, you know, like I'm southpaw and they'll be orthodox, so you know we're even. Our stances are even. We're toe to toe, like quite literally, you know. And their left foot and their left hand is their lead, and my right foot and my right hand is my lead. It's my strong. I'm right-handed, but I'd rather a strong jab than being orthodox and throwing a strong power shot. You know, in fighting, this is what, you know. I'm using my lead a lot more. But anyways, yeah. So the uppercut is, you know, I was sinking down and coming up, like, which is fine. You know, if you're in tight and they don't really have opportunity to just come straight down on you. So it's the jumper cut. My guy Julian showed me yesterday, 2 days ago when we were working. So it's just like a jab, but it's an uppercut. So, like, you basically throw the jab, but it's the same. You know, your body's mechanics will make it to where it's an uppercut, and it fits in that spot. It fits in that place where I want it to fit. You know, like, I'm trying to come up underneath their guard. You know, their hands are in here. I'm trying to come straight up. You know, so it's like straight. You know, turn, and once all I gotta do is just turn my body mechanics into it, and it'll come out. I'm much less vulnerable. Jab, uppercut, the same deal. Uppercut. But it's coming straight. It's coming straight out. It's not coming down and up. Like, I'm not loading it at all. You know, way less telegraphed, but it does the job. It gets in there. So that was the new thing, and you know, that's one of the new techniques. Meanwhile, I'm a lot better at handstands. Okay, I'm getting better. I'm trying to get a handstand walk on. So let's get to it. And also, like, it's more of a reach, you know. What it helps with is it helps me with getting my body mechanics right. Like, jab, jab. I'm using my body, like, it's coming from the ground. It's coming from the ground. It's not so much what you do with your arms, you know. So now look, my torso, you know, look, all this target to all this target, just by turning into it. Same deal. Boom. Now all of a sudden, I'm a smaller target. I'm guarded here. I have my guard up, you know, and more than likely, I can slip a punch, you know. It's like with this southpaw stance, a lot of times if I can catch their jab, I'll slip it and come in with that straight left. If I can time it right, slip and come in with that straight left, and then go right to the body, right to the head. More about footwork than anything. I feel, you know. A lot of guys, like what I've been watching lately in these fights is, you know, these guys are getting in there, you know, say they score, you know, an overhand, boom, they clip their opponent, they get overzealous, and then they run in and throw about 4 bombs, which the first 3 completely miss. So, you know, you're losing time. You know, you're losing time. You know, it's like one of the things that was a big thing with Kevin and HKB. One of my trainers was occupy time and space, you know. And this goes to, like, all right, well, you got the center of the octagon, you come out and you establish the center, and if in the beginning both fighters are thinking like that, it's going to be a war, you know what I mean? Like, all right, I'm going to establish the center, you know, like, that's what I'm working to. I don't want my back to the fence. I don't want to be cut off and worked into a position. And, you know, people, you know, you're going backwards. When you start going backwards, that's when you start getting, you know, start becoming a punching bag, you know what I mean? And that's not what you want. You got to establish yourself. It's a fight. You're going to get hit, you know. It's like, but instead, you know, my point was, instead, bang, when you do clip them, you got to be patient in that time, because so that way you can score again. Occupying time and space, you know, it's big. It's big. You got to score again, you know what I mean? I'm scoring inside leg kicks when they come in. When they attack me, I'm scoring that inside leg kick and opening them up. Boom, they're open. Bang, I hit them with a jab. All of a sudden, I got my range again. They need to close this distance because I have such a long reach. That guy has such a long reach, you know. Another thing too is, boom, bang, you coming in, bang, bang, change levels, and then boom, we're gonna go to a knee tap. Let's say I throw this overhand left. I'm coming in. We're banging. We're scrapping. Bang, bang. You know, jab, jab. All of a sudden I get him, and I'm gonna go right into a knee tap. So it's like I'm throwing, move, throw, and then I'm going into this knee tap where I'm basically throwing the overhand left, but I'm attacking this knee at the same time. So it's like boom, and I'm attacking this knee. I'm trying to just dump him pretty quickly. Push and pull. Pull this leg, push this shoulder. You know, push and pulls. I mean, that's what I'm so long. I have to use all this. And everybody has a certain game. And I think the best games aren't really developed by trying to play games. I think the best games are developed by trying to be efficient. You know, by trying to be efficient. It's not like you're like, yeah, this is going to be my game. I'm going to play butterfly guard, and that's my game. If butterfly guard is the most effective, that's what you use. All of a sudden that becomes your game, that becomes your style. But it's not about looking cute or it's not about anything but being efficient, you know, because this is a fight. This is a fight. So front push kicks, front push. That's like traditional Muay Thai. The traditional Muay Thai. It's an up high stance, so that way you can check and check and check and check, and there's even cross checks. You know, I could block a kick coming across, but look, it takes more time to get back set. You know. And we already did deadlifts today. So that's a long enough video. It's a long enough video. Some quadrupedal movement stuff. Just the regular quadrupedal, backwards and forwards. Oh, it's so good. Alright, well that's it. Be safe. Follow your dreams. Go for your shit. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I think people get, they get lost because they don't have a sense of direction, a sense of purpose. You gotta have it mapped out, you know. And it's been like this for a few years now. Ever since I got in trouble, and I was like, all right, well, from here, I'm gonna go here. That's it. Like I'm gonna get out of jail, and I'm gonna go get my job back, continue to get in the best shape of my life, and and you know, and join this gym. You know, I'm literally visualizing and picturing this in my head, and I did exactly what I pictured I was gonna do. And then I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna get to California, and I did that. I fought the probation, and you know, I got out of the whole legal loophole that tries to entangle people for doing something that wasn't wrong. You know, I was selling weed. There's nothing wrong with weed. It's 2017. Okay, it's perfectly fine to smoke weed every single day of your life. That's not the issue. You know what I mean? That's not the issue. The issue is, you know, people's moral fiber, their integrity, their discipline. That's not there. If you're lazy and you smoke weed, you're just gonna be lazy. That's not the problem. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. You know, and you know, my point is, you know, keep having a plan. This is where I'm gonna go. Okay, I got to California, didn't know what I was gonna do, but me and Vinny we're gonna train and we're gonna work out. Got in unbelievable shape, and still today, I mean, at this very moment. And then it's like, all right, well, you know, we're gonna take a fight. And I took a fight. I ended up losing, but again, I took the fight. I had to know. I wanted to know what I was getting up, what I was going against, and everything like that. And I did pretty well for not knowing how to fight in a mixed martial arts fight, you know. So, you know, it gave me a good idea, and I'm more confident than ever now. You know, 9 months later, what have you, we're in Las Vegas and chasing, you know, the dream still. You know, and it will never stop until it is accomplished. That's the difference in willpower. There's people who say they're gonna do shit. There's people who do shit for a little while and then they end up going through enough adversity. Shit hits the fan enough times. It might not have been the first, second, or 45th time, but for whatever reason, that 46th time, it just crushes them, and they give up. Let's go. And they give up. So you got to make sure you never give up and you never quit. Every day's new. And again, have a plan. You know what? Here's the plan. Become a server at my job, which they should have already made me a server. I'm better than everybody in there. You know, that's not me being cocky. That's just what it is. Okay, I do this. I'm a professional server. Okay, which, by the way, Fogo de Chao was something that I also visualized and something that I also put in mind and planted the seed in mind before I even got here. Before I even showed up to Las Vegas. I'd never been to Las Vegas until I moved here and started to take it over. You know, I got into this gym, and now my mentors are UFC legends. You know what I'm saying? Like Tom Lawler. You know, like these people are coaching and mentoring me along my way. You know, and I'm very fortunate and very blessed to be where I am. So the next move is to get the server position. I'm working 7 days a week. I'm not going to stop working 7 days a week until I get the server position. You get what I'm saying? The systems will break before I do. Believe me. That's how this is. You know, my wellspring is unlimited. And, you know, I'm going to get the server position. I'm going to not work so many mornings. Then I'm going to train 5 days a week in the MMA class and hit mitts and spar on Saturday. So, you know, that it'll be full-time training with about 5 days, 6 nights of work. And then gear up and take a fight in September. And don't look back from there. Take a fight, win the fight in September. September 20th is when it is the next one, and it's tough enough. And you know, win that and fight for the next 7 years. Another goal by the end of the year, when I am a server, you know, continue to work hard and make as much money as I can. and then maybe, you know, get a job on the strip, work even less, train even more, fight even more. Fight more, win more, work less. Fight all the time, stop working. Okay, completely. This is how it will go. And will is the most important part. It's the most important component of this. You gotta have to cultivate your willpower. You have to change your perspective. If you wanna know how to do magic, take a shitty situation and make it into a thankful situation based on your own mind, based on your own perspective. And don't wait till tomorrow. Don't hesitate. Do it right now. You know, this is the real power that we all possess. Some people choose to use it and wield it, and some people choose to ignore it. Some people choose to try to use it for the wrong reasons, and they end up suffering the consequences. It's up to you. It's up to you. That's all there is to it. You know, nobody has to believe it except for you. So, luckily I got plenty of support and people who love me, and people who I love very much. So, get out and enjoy nature. You know, it's good for your brain. You guys be safe. Peace.